Last month, I built the world's best budget off-road drift kart. With a 420cc motor, a 52-inch wide rear axle, long travel front suspension for my kid's ATV, and a dream. Day one working on the drift / Mario Kart build. I'm gonna try to get this done in like 2 weeks tops. I've got like every part you could think of. The plan right now is we're gonna build the engine mounting part of the frame, get 2 pieces of square tube coming up here like that, put some middle cross bracing, and then based on where I want the swing arm to mount, I'll have a piece going across here which will hold the swing arm mounts. The engine's gonna mount in the back here. These are where the swing arm attachments are gonna be. It's a little bit offset to the left because the CVT is gonna hang over on the right. I'm gonna tack weld it. You know, I've got the magnets there, but I've been checking with the square. Everything looks really good as is right now. I got it clamped down nice. I know it's like a super basic thing. So, you know, at least start with it square. Here's the byproduct of like the first 3-4 hours working on it. I got the frame all tacked together. Looks super good. I don't know if the gas tank's gonna stand there or not, but I don't like how there's that extra bit of steel there. So gas tank fits relatively nicely there. After getting the engine cradle and swing arm tacked together, I moved up to making the steering column. But I am trying to make this thing on a budget, so to make the bearing mounts, I grabbed a couple pieces of scrap 3/16 plate steel. Then for the steering column itself, I found 2 pieces of 1-inch round stock that I welded back together, and then I repurposed 2 bearings from the Booze Cruise. And with that, this thing is going to be super solid, and it's going to keep you in the chair while you're drifting. A lot's changed since last night. I got these beautiful hubs for the rear, and I got them for the front too. Got them right here. They are 5/8, and this is in millimeters. It fits in, but you can hear it's got jiggle. Not much. So I'm either gonna chop the end of this off and put on 5/8 bolts. That's sitting here nice. No jiggle. Nice and snug. Oh look, so tight it pulled out the bearing. That's for the front end. The rear fit on the 1-inch axle perfectly because they're 1 inch inside, metric outside. I think right now the plan is I am going to not use this shock, obviously. It's way too stiff. There's no bounce whatsoever. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna build a frame out here. So it's gonna come up 45 kind of, and then in line down to this pipe, and then a T right here probably off. But then also it'll act as a place where I can mount shocks up to here. So let's do that. I'm gonna try a new way of filming with the GoPro on my chest. We'll do a little Greg cam and see how that works out. Unfortunately, because the GoPro was in time-lapse mode, the first Greg cam looks awful. That means we lost footage of the framing for the upper shock mount, as well as the front suspension being long traveled. Anyway, let's get back to working on the steering yoke. Let's make it 2.5 inches wide. Good job, Greg. 5 inches long. Oh my God, look at that. Look at that. Got an eye for it or what? It's like I look at 5 inches all the time. Not my best work. Oh yeah, them rock hard. Probably gonna end up cutting himself. You are right. I will end up cutting myself. There we go. So I think that'll be plenty strong enough. I'm gonna do 2 of them maybe. Do this twice. If I do it twice, I don't think there's any risk of it breaking. The thing is, if I do 2, actually, you know, I think I'm gonna have horrible range of motion either way. If I bolted it on like this, right? I think I'm gonna have better steering angle like this. These heims just, I lose. Well, that's actually a good range of motion for how long it's gonna be, right? There's gonna be a ton of bump steer though, because this is gonna be so offset from the pivot point of these A-arms. You know, like, look at that. Look at that. That's gonna be so offset. And as you can see, the steering turned out awesome, which started to make me really excited because all we had left to do before we could rip it was the throttle, brakes, and to weld it all solid, which, as you can see, didn't really take that long. So it's finally time to see how this thing drifts. But clearly I'm not being honest with you guys because we're only halfway through the video and this thing seems perfect. And as badly as I want to pretend the drift kart performed like this on his first test drive, this channel is called Almost Engineering, not Perfect Engineering. So here are all the problems I ran into when trying to make the drift kart perfect. I can currently steer with one wheel.
Which wheel?
The left one.
The left one's broken.
You want to see the left one moving?
Oh crap, yeah.
Well, time to drive back to the barn. Oh shit! New chain on. And it still jumps like a bitch. Okay. So we 100% need some type of tensioner. It just jumps right off. It's such a pain in the ass, man. I don't understand it. Because it's fucking tight. It's tight as shit. Actually, broke is I welded this guy up firm and then these guys broke off. So can't wait to see how it fails again this time. It's going good now. This thing handles like a dream. Holy shit, man. Woo! And we lost the chain. God damn, that was fun though. Holy shit. That was fun. For the short time it lasted, that was so fun. Let's turn it off and see why she broke this time. So maybe we didn't break. Maybe we were just so loose from compressing the shock that it came off. The drifts throw it off like nobody's business, man. Once you start to get into it, it feels so stable. It feels so stable. Oh, she's gone. Let's see, where did we lose her? Big piece of metal. There it is. Let's see, what broke on you? So the master link, it was master link's gone. Holy shit, that thing looks sick though. Tell me that thing doesn't look sick. Definitely not. Dude, I have to say, it's every time I go for a test drive down the hill is when shit like that happens. Nut comes off out of nowhere, wheel goes flying into the corn. No idea where that went. All right, so I was test driving and my my gas pedal that was mounted at the bottom. This snapped off because I hit a rock. In my foot, my big toe caught a rock, which was not fun. All right, this is a tight turn, and I'm doing this one-handed. And I put myself into the woods. Fucking trash, man. All right, we're straight pipe. This was mounted on the underneath side like that. Right? As you can see, I've just spent the last 30 minutes digging out all of this dirt. This is a clean floor. All that dirt was basically wedged in between the brake caliper pads. So that's not good. And now that the brakes are fixed and remounted, we can go back to present day where this thing rips. Oh my God, that's what I'm talking about, yeah. That is way better. Alright, drift kart versus sleigh riding hill. I haven't done it yet because it's absolutely terrifying, and why would I want to do that to myself? But content is content, baby. Oh, fuck me, man. Oh. Camera will never do that thing justice.
A few moments later.
Well, the hill did it again. They literally did it again. God damn it. So we went and picked it up with Bluebird and got some better welds in that front spindle, and we're back to drifting the very next day.